Hello everybody, in this video I am doing some scrapbooking with the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Coastal collection, and yet again with this collection the layout that I did just came together so quickly. It took me 38 minutes, this layout. I know that because I have 38 minutes of footage, and yeah, that may not sound like a big deal to some, but usually my layouts take me hours and hours and hours. There is just something about this collection that just resonates with me or something, and just the layouts just fall into place. I don't know what it is. So this layout is kind of a companion one to the one I did last time with this collection. I can't remember what number that is, 157 or something like that, I'm not sure, but it's basically a picture that was taken at the same time, except the previous layout had a picture of one nephew and this has got two nephews in it, so they're going to go together in an album, like facing each other. The one small problem I seem to have with this collection is that there's a lot of tropical looking things, and all of my seaside and beach photos are local because I live in a seaside town, but this is the UK. We have no tropical beaches. So I really like the colours of this paper that I'm using for my background, the little mappy areas, but I wasn't really digging the whole palm trees and pineapples and stuff. So I took this leftover piece of this wood grain paper that's from the collection. I cut it in half. I distressed the edges, but then that wasn't quite enough, so I decided to just tear the edges as well. And then I've also just done some rips and what do you call it, just like folded the paper back in on itself just to give it loads of texture and look really distressed. And I'm putting that up either side of the layout, which covers up most of the tropical elements. You can still see a couple of like palm leaves sticking out, but it really, as I said, it tones down that tropicalness. And like, as I said, I really wanted to use that paper. I thought the colours went so nicely with the colours in the photo, so yes, that's why I went for that, but covered a lot of it up at the same time. I went around the edges of those wood pieces with distressed oxide and frayed burlap, and I think that's the only oxide I'm going to use throughout this layout. Again, the colour really it adds more of that driftwoody, more toned down kind of nautical theme rather than the bright pretty tropical kind of stuff. Anyways, I wanted to bring in those frames from the collection that I'm obsessed with. At first, I was going to use that little round one and have it like partially over my photo, but then I tried out using one of the bigger frames, which is like for a 6x4 photo, and I quite liked the way that that frame was pretty much the exact size of the space on the paper between the two wooden bits. So, and I liked the fact that the photo could kind of be loose inside that frame. So I decided to go with that one. I'm going to back my photo. That's actually from one of the 3x4 cards from one of the cut apart sheets. I've distressed the edges of that paper and the photo itself, and then added the frayed burlap just to give it that really, again, distressy sort of theme. And then I was just marking exactly where I wanted to put it down, where it would go in the frame sort of thing. I stuck down the frame using some slow drying tacky glue, which I always do with elements that are a little bit heavier than paper or something, just because I think it's a little bit more reliable for those heavier elements. And then here I'm going to go through the ephemera pack and choose some bits and pieces to use. So I kind of, as I said, this is kind of a companion one to my previous layout. I will try and link that, my previous one with this collection, that is. So on the previous one there's like a dictionary definition of the word wonder, and it turns out there's actually two of those, so I thought, well, let's put that on this one as well. And then I took from the cardstock stickers that ship's rope thing, nautical round rope, I don't know the word for it, and kind of cut off half of that to use it as a frame, which I also did with another element on that previous layout. If I was sensible, I would have like brought out that previous layout to show you to compare. I'll try and remember to link it at least. But yes, so just mirroring a lot of effects. It's very much a different layout, but there are a lot of similar things going on. So I wanted to just add a little bit of cluster of embellishments where I added that little ship's rope knot thing to stick down that little phrase piece that said wonder, because it was going over the frame. I've added foam squares to either side of it to stick it down like so. And then I found another little starfish to use, and I thought that would look cute next to it. The colours just go really well with the whole general layout. Instead of going with the really bright florals and stuff, those sort of browny tones, just, yeah, they felt right for this one. By the way, if my voice sounds a little bit weird, I'm absolutely full of hay fever today. Like, I sound like I'm really bugged up with a cold. Again, it's hay fever. My antihistamines are doing absolutely nothing at the moment. But anyway, that was a side note. I wanted something else on the inside of that frame to take up the space, so I found this largish sticker from the cardstock stickers, and because I wanted it partially on the frame as well, I've just added a little foam square which kind of serves as a bit of a ramp for the sticker to go up, so it's not going to kind of pop off because it's on two different layers. That was one little foam square really helped to stick that down. Then a couple of phrases and things from the sticker book, and then where I have those sort of torn away pieces on the edges, I just wanted to put something there to just highlight them a little bit. So on two of them I've just added a couple of little phrases in blue from the sticker book. I added, and then at the bottom one, the two stickers are from the cardstock sticker sheet. Now I wanted to add a title of some sort as well. These stickers are not from this collection, they are from a collection that was released at the same time, which is the Summer Farmhouse collection, but I bought the stickers because I thought they would go really well with this collection. I'm just popping out there the, you know, the insides of letters like in A's and O's and E's and stuff. They were being very stubborn and not coming out, so I was just having to poke those out. And I feel like the title, I mean, it's very basic, it just says memories, but it's also very subtle as well. It's not one of those in your faces titles. It really blends in with the whole tone and everything of the whole layout. And then here I am with my splatters, of course using white and gold like I pretty much have to do all the time, but I did add those colours to that other layout that I was mentioning as well. And then I'm going to bring in my Nuvo drops, of course. I think for this one I am going to use, I did write it down, they are Nuvo drops in berry blue, and I haven't even started that yet, I'm still splattering. There we go, here are the Nuvo drops. So just adding a few of those, trying not to go too overboard. No pun intended with those Nuvo drops, just a few here and there, and then the layout is complete. Done in 38 minutes. I cannot quite get over it, but there we go. Thank you so much as always for watching. I get all my Simple Stories products from the Organised Hedgehog, who I do PR for, so this video has to be marked as an ad, but I do have a discount code that you can use in store if you are interested. Any other things that I use will be linked as well, and that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Chat me down in the comments. I am now going. Thanks again. Bye bye.